Happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Boy, it's been a long week. I hope everybody's gotten through this week A-OK. From our tropical systems that impacted Japan to Fred now on the Atlantic, and now we're talking about a tropical depression 16W, which crossed the international date line, now marching north of Kwajalein. Eventually will march north of Chuuk, and then out there towards Guam and the Southern Mariana Islands. And at least right now, is this contending with a bit of dry air, also some shear, but as it moves towards the west, I think it's going to move into a more favorable area for intensification. So as we get near Guam, Guam residents, yeah, it's typhoon season naturally. Should be ready for typhoons, but I think at this point, kind of, perk up your ears, watch out for this because there is some ingredients in place that could indicate, a tropical storm at the very least. This is the guidance from the ECMWF and the GFS, both kind of keeping this on that westerly track, and all the members kind of agreeing that it's going to pass right near Guam and eventually turn towards the north and west. But you could take a look at the GFS there. It shows the overall flow, and that spaghetti plot's kind of right like that. And that's really what you want to take away with this. You have the Westpac high here. You have that overall background flow that's going to steer up this. So everybody from the Philippines to Taiwan to southwestern Japan, yeah, you don't even need a model to kind of understand that if you have a low pressure area here, it's going to follow that overall background flow, and all of you just need to watch this. It is that time of year naturally, and this shouldn't be unheard of to think that a storm is going to be, influencing your weather. But here's a look at some of the main points. No named storms, at least right now. 16W is still nomenclature. It hasn't been given a name yet. Monsoonal flow is still dominating the Philippines, while rain continues across Japan. So let's talk about that monsoonal flow in the Philippines out here. You just have basically that tropical wave just off towards the east, a monsoonal trough located over Luzon as well, bringing some afternoon showers, specifically in northwestern Luzon, as well over towards Manila. You can see some showers there. This guy, it looks threatening, but I'm not too terribly concerned. It is expected to kind of lift towards the north as well with that overall background flow, still helping to, influence that monsoonal trough, which is going to help trigger up some coastal showers for Region 1. You can see right there, and even over towards the Cagayan Valley. But overall, I don't expect too much rainfall further towards the south across Visayas over through Mindanao. You can see that here on the rainfall accumulation over the next 4 to 5 days, with the heaviest precip out there to the northwest of Luzon. Yeah, you get some local stuff down there towards the south, but nothing that's unheard of, if you know what I mean. All right, back towards the north, stationary front still dominating across Japan. In fact, heavier showers have been reported, even emergency level warnings there into Kyushu, all thanks to that moisture coming in at the basically all part of the monsoon as well, just piling up here. You got some of that northwesterly flow and the converging winds continuing to bring those showers there across Kyushu. And already over the last 48 hours, there has been some reports into Kagoshima, well over 300 millimeters of total precipitation. And it doesn't look like, as we go ahead through Saturday and into Sunday, not too much of a break. It's not until next week when you start to see a little bit of a break out there for you. And you can just see this by Friday through Saturday, that moisture flow continuing to push off here. Another low developing along that, pushing over Jeju-do, still creating that southwesterly wind. Another round of rainfall on Sunday. Like I mentioned, it's not until Monday when we start to see a little bit of a break, but still got some showers out there for you. And then even over towards Tokyo, just a wet weekend for sure in the forecast, all thanks to that southwesterly flow continuing to dominate. You can just see this by Friday over towards Saturday. By the way, these are winds up to about 40 to 50 kilometer per hour local gust along the southern periphery of that. So any surfers that want to get out the Chiba, it's going to be some messy conditions out there for you. All right, let's take a look at the forecast across the Western Pacific here. Out over towards Bangkok, got some thunder showers out there. Temperatures remaining into the 30s, 34 degrees. Manila, you're going to be looking at cloudy with a little bit of wind, but thunderstorms still possible as we go ahead through tomorrow and into Sunday. Taipei, some light rainfall now thanks to that flow. Well, Naha, by the way, I didn't mention you because your weather's not all too bad, 31 to 32 degrees. Today in the Tokyo, though, rain at times through tomorrow and also into Sunday. Anyways, I'm meteorologist Robert Spett. I hope you guys found this video useful. As always, thank you very much for everybody on Patreon who has been helping me out here. I mean, these updates are not going to be possible without you, especially with these new graphics, which are just hard to put together, and there are a lot of time, which costs money as far as, you know, what I have to take away from everything else, but not to mention just all the hardware and everything. So I know I mention this at the end of every update. I'm not trying to patronize, I'm not trying to plead or anything like that. I just want to say a huge thank you for everybody who has reached out and wanted to help. And if you guys do want to help as well, you know, I'll put a link down below if you want to. If you can't, I understand. It's not, I mean, I make these updates for people who are impacted by typhoons, and typically they, yeah, you know, I understand. But hit that subscribe button and the like button, especially if you watched all the way through. This was a long update. Anyways, I got to go off to work now. So stay safe out there, guys. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.